At the start of every Formula One driver's journey is karting. Excel in karting and you go to the Formula Series. Win championships there as a woman, you go to the F1 Academy. Become one of the 20 best drivers in the world, and you go to Formula One. However, history and even now has shown us that the path to F1 for women is never that simple, and it may never be, with the barriers that remain. Former F1 driver David Coulthard has tried to tear down these barriers with the More Than Equal programme, which is dedicated to finding the first female F1 world champion.
That actually gives me the belief there's no reason why men and women can't compete together on equal footing in Formula One, but we just need the numbers at karting and supporting them through school.
Even in karting, where female participation is increasing, the barriers remain, so I set out to find out more about what's stopping young girls getting involved.
These young girls, they're only just getting into karting. How do you see, when they become women, how do you see them, challenging those barriers and getting into this male-dominated sport?
I mean, the barriers are more or less easily destroyed. That's the best way, I guess. They're only there because no one's ever done it.
Yeah.
That's not to say that people can't do it. It's just a case of no one has done it yet. And we're hoping that we'll see one in the next 10, 15 years with these programs coming up every now and then.
Today, we're looking at girls that have no prior experience. What is the aim with that?
Well, ultimately in the future, there's an ambition to get a female driver on an F1 grid. But like in any sport, you need to start at the grassroots, at the beginning of their development journey. So by having days like today, you get more girls enjoying and experiencing karting, developing a love for the sport, and hopefully then coming back in the future. And the more they come back, the more they'll get better, and the more opportunity and potential we'll have for one day that female driver appearing on an F1 grid.
What kind of unique challenges do you see for young girls in Manchester trying to get into the Formula Series? We've talked about there's a financial barrier, obviously. What kind of other barriers alongside the financial barrier do you see specifically for these young girls on the track today?
I mean, you touched on funding. It's always an issue. I don't know a lot geographically, but it always seems like the South have better connections and a bit more funding. You also got Motorsport Valley, which is where all the big teams are. That's down in the lower end of the Midlands towards the South. So we're just not well set up for that. And unfortunately, it's not like football where it's easily accessible. You need tracks being built, and there's not that many up here.
The search goes on for the winning formula. F1's next female driver could come from anywhere. She may even come from Manchester. Sean Sweeney, Keys News.